Hi, everybody. Hi, we're back for another Wind Down Wednesday. Inching our way into fall. It's still hot outside, and for some reason we keep getting storms every afternoon, so it's a little bit soupy outside. So we are inside yet again.
But no hurricanes.
No hurricanes. So that's a bonus.
Yep.
Because ain't nobody got time for that. I have too much stuff to do at school. I know my students would love to have a day off, but we cannot afford a day off.
And today, on this day of remembrance for September 11th,
yes,
we'll drink a toast to
yes, to all of our fallen heroes
and all
of the innocent victims,
fellow Americans who died on that day.
Yes.
So this is a very interesting wine, and she'll tell you about it. It's orangey.
Okay, so this is something
orangey.
new. This is a Scout Circle exclusive. This was only available in this past month's Circle subscription. It was not available for purchase on the website. It was one of these really special, like, small batch. So this is like one of the perks you can expect if you are a Scout Circle member. Not only do you have access to wines that you can purchase, I've never seen this before, where they had a wine that they just put into a subscription and nobody else can get their hands on it. So this is a really exclusive wine.
This is unusual.
You would not be able to buy it right now, and I don't even think they have any more after sending it out in the last
Then why
subscription.
Are we doing it if they can't get it?
Because I just want you to understand all of the different perks and special things that you get as part of the Circle membership. So not only like this wine, but just, there are other wines that are going to become available that you would probably really want to be able to get your hands on.
This is good.
Okay.
This is really good.
So this is called an orange wine. No, it's not made with oranges. And I'm going to talk a little later about why it's called. But apparently orange wine has been around for a long time. I have never heard of this before.
A case for being in the club.
Right.
I mean, because you would get this.
Something special. So this is the Bodkin Natural Philosophy Orange Wine. It's a 2022 vintage. It's from North Coast, California. It's described as earthy and crisp. Like, I smell like citrusy.
It smells initially like grapefruits, but it's not. It has an orangey taste to it. Okay. Like Orangina.
Oh, okay.
And you put a little pop in there, it tastes like Orangina.
Okay, so it's 76% Sauvignon Blanc, 14% Chardonnay, and 10% Viognier.
It's really surprisingly good.
That's an interesting blend. Okay, so earthy and crisp with incredible floral notes, citrus blossom, orange pith, nutty, creamy, and dry. And it's a zero sugar wine. Pretty much all of their wines are zero sugar.
It's interesting.
Okay, so other thoughts?
I wish I could order it.
Earthy, yeah, definitely earthy. It's a little dry.
That's what I love.
Okay.
It's dry, but it's ice cold right now. But it also has that, I don't know, it's just like a bouncy flavor. I like it.
So, okay.
I'm digging it.
So this grower, Bodkin, does things the traditional winemaking, a variety of wines with minimal intervention and allowing the fruit to express themselves naturally. This orange wine contains no oranges. Is the product of ancient winemaking techniques to give depth of flavor and amazing tannins. I mean, honestly, I think if you were to see this out somewhere, you can't get it on the Scout and Cellar site, but if you were to see this out and about somewhere, it wouldn't be clean crafted, but this would definitely be an interesting talking piece.
This is very interesting.
To have at a gathering.
That looks like orange. It's an orange colored vino.
So
awesome.
Pairs beautifully with roasted turkey, cashew chicken, heavily spiced foods, and nutty cheeses.
So what should we do for Thanksgiving?
Well, yeah, this is one that we could throw in there for Thanksgiving.
I'm always talking about Thanksgiving.
I know, it's only September. We have a little ways to go before we get to Thanksgiving. But so I was going to try it with the General's chicken because it's spicy.
Yeah, it's good. What's that?
That's like a honey chicken.
Oh,
so it's darker, but it's not spicy. So sourced from 18-year-old vineyards, all picked at night and by hand, only when each variety was at optimal ripeness. The juice was fermented similar to red wines with 5 to 7 day maceration, skin contact, and stainless steel to extract tannins and structure in the wine.
Let me say something.
Okay.
No.
What?
You just said nothing. The word she just said, skin contact, maceration. You could say something else.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
You could say something sexual, but maybe you didn't, you know.
Let's keep it clean.
Oh, it's all right. This is an adult show.
So malolactic fermentation occurs spontaneously to add extra creaminess and mouthfeel. What does mouthfeel mean? Oh my lord! I shouldn't even ask him that. The wine was then aged in stainless steel for 16 months. So.
It's great with cheese. The Gouda and the onion cheese.
Oh, okay.
Great. It's a great wine. Honestly.
Did you try with any of like the spicy?
Yes, and it's great with all this stuff. My mom would love this wine. My mom would absolutely.
Really?
Oh, she loves orangey. She would love this.
It doesn't seem like this would be sweet enough for her.
Oh no, she would go crazy over this.
But this does go really well with the General's chicken. Like
Yeah, it does.
That spiciness to it.
It does.
Really complements like the citrusy, like floral flavors in the wine. So this is 12.5% alcohol. Residual sugar is 0.1 grams per liter. The sulfites are 24 parts per milliliter. That's really low. 101 calories per 5-ounce serving. And I don't have the carbs on here, but again, most of them are going to be like less than a gram.
It's great. This is a great wine. Mom, if you're watching, I'll get you a bottle.
How are you going to get her if you can't buy it?
No, Thanksgiving. When she comes on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We're having a big extravaganza at my house for Thanksgiving.
But you can't get this wine though. What they only send it out in the subscription.
Maybe I'll get
Maybe if we rub elbows with some of the higher ups that we know in the company, they might find a bottle.
Yeah. We might find a bottle or two.
So a little bit about this grower. I don't think I've heard of any other wines by this grower, Bodkin.
Bodkin, huh?
Mm-hmm. So founded in 2011 by journeyman cellar hand and self-taught winemaker Chris Christensen. Bodkin Wines disrupted the sparkling wine scene with America's first sparkling Sauvignon Blanc in 2012. With one rooted in wine science and the other in craftsmanship, Christensen's minimalist philosophy guides his signature style of high-acid, low-alcohol wines. These wines have garnered over 24 90-plus point scores and critical review over the past 8 years alone. In addition to being named as a winemaker to watch by Esther Mobley of the San Francisco Chronicle, I think, in 2017, Christensen was also selected to the Wine Enthusiasts 40 Under 40 Tastemakers list for 2020.
40 under 40, does it mean he's under 40 years old?
As an African-American winemaker, Christensen works to promote diversity and inclusion in the wine industry through speaking engagements, podcasts, and mentorship opportunities for aspiring vintners and winery owners.
What does that mean?
Well, so, okay, how often do you hear of winemakers and growers that are, quite frankly, anything other than white?
I know, but it's okay if he's a African American.
No, I understand that. So what he's saying is that because of his love and his passion for wine, partially kind of it's art and it's also science.
I know lots of people from different ethnicities that love wine. Mm-hmm. But I'm Italian. I grew up in an Italian family, and it was we drank Italian wines, crappy wines. But that's
but maybe he's trying to inspire other people who really would be good at growing and have that artistic flair. Yes.
I'm impressed.
That really never knew that would be something that they could do or be interested in.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I wish I could buy it. Honestly, I would order a couple bottles. My kids would love it. My kids would love that wine.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Oh
okay, so I'm gonna try. I had with the smoky Gouda.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really do a whole lot for me. With the wine, I want to try some of the I'm gonna try the nectarine with this too, but still sticking to the savory right now.
Sophie is not snacking on. Oh, there she goes.
On the crackers?
She's snacking on the crackers. This is pretty. You don't want any more?
No, I was trying to finish this so we can move on to the red.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah. Just a little.
Just trying with a few more things. So, We started this week here in Florida. The whole testing thing over the past several years has just, they're always doing different things, and sometimes it's very frustrating.
Testing kids.
Testing kids, that's right. So it used to be that we had statewide testing just once at the end of the school year, and they would compare from their 5th grade score to their 6th grade score, because I teach 6th grade. How much growth did they show, and they would just keep monitoring from year to year. They would level the scores and everything. And so then there was this big uproar about how, like, that's a giant pressure to put on teachers and students to perform on this one test, and like we have to come up with a different system. And so we were complaining about all the testing we were having to do before. So their solution was to give us more tests. And now we test beginning, middle, and end of the school year. So we're taking our first round of tests, kind of like as like the pre-test, I guess you could say, to see how much do you know at the beginning of the year of your grade level content. We're going to monitor in the middle of the year, and then we're going to test you at the end of the year to see how much did you grow from beginning to end. I get the point of it, but it's a lot of testing.
And this is state testing.
This is state testing.
So the State Board of Education orders this. Well, I guess they're trying to get some kind of metrics. I think that 6th grade would probably, for me, if I was a teacher, that would probably be the limit for me. Because beyond that, at this generation of kids, they are just so disrespectful. These kids are disrespectful, they're rude, and they're really nasty.
Ever since, it was kind of bad before COVID, but ever since COVID, it took a real nosedive.
Yeah.
And it's taken several years. It's taken 4 years to get students to understand, like, we're back into regular school now. There are expectations. If you don't meet the expectations, then you fail. But we're not holding your hand anymore.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like, the whole thing with COVID was it was unnecessary. It was completely unnecessary to lock everybody down for a year. That was the most ridiculous thing. Like, I hope we've learned from our lessons that we're not going to do that again.
There was a lot of learning lost with students.
Did we start our videos during COVID? Did we start doing it? Remember we did 2020 wines.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I joined. I think I've been with Scout and Cellar for 3 years now. I think Labor Day weekend was when I joined, and I think it was 3 years ago.
Shout out to our super fans who I chat with on when it premieres on YouTube.
Yes, who watched the video. Yes, we love you guys.
Yes.
I just want to interject real fast with the nectarine, again, because of kind of like the citrusy flavors. That tastes really good.
So do you like it?
Wine.
Do you like it?
I like it. It's not my favorite. It's not one that I would like gravitate to and have to be like.
Would you order it again?
Maybe.
I'm calling her out. Your mother would like it.
It's an interesting wine, but
Would your mother like it?
She might.
I like it.
Help yourself.
Some of the whites and the white blends and some of the Pinot Gris we do, I don't like.
You think they're too light?
They're too light. This has balance, not too sweet, not too light. I think it's a 9. My opinion's a 9.
No.
Definitely. It's drinkable. The key is it drinkable? Could you sit and drink this, 2-3 glasses of this?
I think if I had this with an actual dinner, like the Asian, little bit spicy
with this
kind of dinner, I think I would definitely like it a lot more.
And you could finish a couple glasses.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's move on to this brand new. Ooh, it's a heavy bottle.
We have another new wine. So these are both new wines. Never had videos on before. Like I said, unfortunately, you can't get the orange wine. But, a 2018. Okay, so this is called 2 Dot the Manted.
Oh my God.
So this one I do have a price on because you can buy this. It actually just recently sold out. But they have more of it. I just checked this morning and it still said we'll have more. I just looked tonight and it's back on the website to purchase again. So this is $28 a bottle. It looks like it's a really dark.
Smells wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to my girlfriend for taking care of me.
This is gonna be my winner tonight.
She's taking care of me.
I like this.
Shout out to her. She's working hard. She's taking care of me with the wine. Wow.
Okay.
I take care of her with a beer. I buy Sun Creek beer for all of that.
So this is another Scout Circle Selections. You don't have to be in the wine club to buy this one. This is exempt from like any of the special promotions and things like that. Unless you're a Scout Circle member, then you can get your 5% discount off of anything that you buy.
Smoky.
Okay.
Earthy.
Yeah.
The beef. I'm having the beef with it.
Yep. Okay. So this is from Sonoma County, Florida, California. I wish. Sonoma County, California.
Good.
It's earthy and bold. So both of the wines tonight are earthy. So they probably kind of complement each other a little
This is
bit.
good.
Okay, this is
Wow.
a blend of 50% Malbec, 26% Petit Verdot, 18% Merlot, 4% Cabernet Sauvignon, and 4% Cabernet Franc.
This would be the perfect wine with filet mignon.
Okay.
I'm eating this beef.
Ooh.
This has
Okay.
a rich, smoky, creamy finish with beef.
Okay. So it's described as earthy and bold with notes of black cherry, blackberry, espresso, and
Yep.
cocoa. So I brought out the dry cherries and the dark
That's what I'm
chocolate.
getting.
I thought like plums probably would go well with this.
Look at that. Goosebumps.
I'm sure any kind of berry would go well with this.
Look, I'm just glad to be alive. Honestly, it's like
Borrow your fork.
there are times. This is awesome. This is really good. I mean,
Of course, I picked the piece that is like gigantic and I can't cut it apart. Okay, we're gonna go with
Yeah.
this one.
now this is available, correct?
Yes,
The bottle's unusually heavy.
this one you can buy. I know
Like the bottle's heavy,
Yeah,
like extra glass or something.
which they don't normally do.
We have to buy like 20 bottles of this and put it in our wine cellar. And have it in
Okay.
there. Have it in there.
All right. Okay, so pow. Love those words.
Pow! It's got pow.
That's what'll hit your palate with every sip of this intense, bold red blend that combines Sonoma Sunshine with classic Bordeaux red varietals. Packed with dark fruits, spice, cocoa, redwood forest, and more, this is an unapologetic red wine for fans of rich Napa Valley Cabernets
Oh, wow.
and powerful California red blends.
Oh wow, this is definitely a powerful red blend. Hey, to you fans, super fans out there watching, this would be the climax of the night for the wine party.
This is
it.
a really, really great red wine.
This is really good. I mean, unusual.
And this is, we're drinking it completely like room temperature.
All right, so to those of you who are watching who want to buy this, there's the label. If you can read that.
It's 2 dot, the manted.
And we're going to put a link in the description below. And if you're joining us in the chat later, I'll send you a link to it. But man, talk
Okay.
about changing my perspective. I was in a bad mood. I'm in a good mood now.
I mean, we're gonna fight you over the red bottle.
Oh God.
So it pairs well with steaks, dark chocolate, and flavorful hard cheeses.
But
I don't really have hard cheeses, but
Wind Down Wednesday kind of takes the depression out of the bad parts of the week.
yes.
Makes you in a better mood. But no, it's been a slow day today, but you know, again, it's like one of those things where the economy's not really doing so well, but sometimes you just got to go out and you just got to keep moving forward.
Yep.
Because if you don't keep moving forward, you get stuck in the mud.
That's right.
So get up and work. Be happy that you have
Air in your lungs.
air in your
Feet to
lungs.
move.
Yep. My arms are feeling a little bit better, but not 100%. Maybe 10% better.
Working on it.
Maybe, you know what I was thinking? Maybe I'll get more beefier. I'll get more bulkier. Like beefier.
Honestly, it's just the
rotator cuff.
the joints and the tendons. You
Yeah.
just got to give them time to heal.
Well, I'm taking turmeric curcumin, which apparently is good for inflammation.
And Cosequin?
I should take Cosequin.
I think Cosequin is supposed to help
That's
with
what
that.
that's what my doctor said. Dr. Maria said, well, "Are you taking Cosequin?" I was like, "I think taking
CoQ10.
taking CoQ10, which is different than Cosequin."
Uh-huh.
But what's good for the muscles? It's Cosequin, right?
Cosequin is good for the joints.
Okay, well my muscles are bothering me. My muscles.
Yes.
You know, it's funny when you go to a massage parlor, they won't massage your rotator cuff.
They're afraid they're going to injure it more.
When she rubs this one, it hurts more. Like it feels good when she's rubbing it, but it hurts. Like afterwards, I'm like laying there going, please.
No, you're not. Okay, so with the Italian like urban cheese, garlic urban cheese, whatever that crusted
Look
cheese
how
is.
dark that is.
I know this.
Look, I got
that
it.
tasted really nice with that.
It's like lipstick.
I know with the plums.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Have you tried with any of the dried cherries? Because this is a little bit like bolder flavor.
Oh, I'm gonna fruit the. I love plums.
I know, I do too. I always buy the black plums.
I love black plums. See, we like the same thing. There was these hybrid plum nectarine things. They were really good. Remember at Publix? They were really good. I ate bags of them. I sit there and eat. They were small, and they had pits in them.
Didn't they call them like plum cots?
Plum cots.
Apricot
and plum.
There you go.
And I'd sit there when I was about 3:30 in the afternoon when my metabolism is really high after a workout. I ate like 15, 20 of them one time. I just kept eating them. I was reading the news. I kept eating and eating and eating and eating, throwing the pits in the garbage.
Well, I guess that's better than like potato chips.
Yes, but I mean, there's a lot of carbs in plums, but you know,
it's healthy. Yeah, it's healthier carbs.
Good carbs.
Okay, so the dried cherries. I mean, it doesn't. It kind of enhances the flavor a little bit, but I'm gonna try with the.
I'm gonna keep talking
chocolate.
about. We're gonna keep this video going a little bit because this is unusual. This is it has Cabernet Franc,
And Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon, Malbec, Merlot, and Petit Verdot. I've never heard of Petit Verdot. We have to look that up.
We've had wines before that I remember saying that name before, but not very common. But this blend of all these different varieties, I've never seen before.
I'm gonna have to order. This is available?
Yes, this one is available.
I'm ordering
$28 a bottle.
I'm ordering that. That's what I'm ordering. Well, I can't order that. I wish I could, but I can't do it.
I don't remember if this is part of like the volume discount. So if you buy like 6 bottles and you get 5% off, or 12 bottles you get 10% off. I can't remember if this is part of the volume discounts or not.
That.
But I know it's excluded from any other kind of like promotion or sale that they have. I don't think we don't have any sales on the bookbinder sale. The Black Label bookbinder just ended yesterday.
Man, when I eat the beef, like the steak.
You gotta try this with the chocolate. It's delicious.
I will, but I'm just savoring this moment because this would be with filet mignon.
Oh yeah.
This is what you have with filet mignon.
Yeah, it's really good.
Especially when I make the filet mignon, when I crispen it in butter
and
and
then
garlic.
the sautéed onions and mushrooms too.
Yes, she loves the way I make steak.
Yes. Okay, so about this wine, proprietor and winemaker Chris Gott created the mantid wines after his own curiosity for praying mantises. Mantid is the family representing almost 2,000 species of mantises, an insect known for infecting mankind's imagination for millennia. These helpful, curious predators with attitude.
Are you talking about praying mantises?
Yeah.
You know, they're very violent.
I know!
They are.
Okay, so that's an interesting description. 2018 was the first vintage of Gott's The Mantid, a blend that will change every year based on the conditions of the vintage and his own wine-making whims. As Chris says, it will always be intense and unique, but will never bite your head off.
All I can say is...
Oh, that's funny. We'll always be... No, listen, we'll always be intense and unique, but we'll never bite your head off.
Well, you do know
it's very smooth.
You do know that the female praying mantis kills the mate.
Yes, I know.
After they mate, she kills the male. And she eats him. She kills him. And imagine being a male. I'm a male. I go in and try to mate with her. And she, after we're done, it's over with. I'm eating you.
No, go away.
No, you eat me.
I never want to see you again.
It's like, she's ingesting me. She has my brood, and I'm in her belly.
Oh my god.
In multiple ways.
It's like the whole animal kingdom and all the documentaries. My kids used to eat that stuff up when they were little. We would put it on and learn about different regions and species and things like that. Their eyes were just like glued, so curious.
Well, I mean, honestly, if you're talking about a euphemism for S&M, I mean, that's definitely out there. I mean, from a purely pragmatic point of view.
My gosh.
We're talking about praying mantises. That's what they do, you know.
It's an interesting image to have with wine.
And of course, down here in Florida, we have love bugs, which they mate eternally and then they die.
They are, and they're starting to come back. They're.
We haven't had them.
I saw a few of them flying around. They come out in the fall and they come out again in the spring, twice a year.
There's years where like your whole windshield's covered with splatters.
Gosh! Oh yeah, and you try to use the windshield wiper fluid and it just smears all over.
It's like bug guts everywhere.
Yeah. You have to use like special cleaners to get it off of your car so it doesn't eat away like the paint.
Dryer sheets.
Yeah. All right. So about this company. They are a small family winery in Sonoma County run by Chris and Emily Gott. We focus on finding high-quality grapes to make small batches of fine wine. Chris found that his study of science and his love of agriculture and farming were a natural bridge to the world of winemaking. Emily loved the creativity and community in the Sonoma winemaking world. In the beginning, we made wine wherever we could, garages, barns, and small corners of bonded wineries. To gain experience, we hand-picked, hand-sorted, foot-stomped, crushed, and vinified grapes all over Sonoma County. Our practices have not always been practical, nor our methods methodical, but year after year we found a way to join harvest and to make wine we wanted to drink. Along the way, we joined the incredible local winemaking community and want to thank everyone who has welcomed, encouraged, and helped us cobble together a vintage for the past 15 years.
Wow.
We want to share the bounty of these connections and experiences from Sonoma County to the Willamette Valley, Oregon. I almost said Willamette, but it's Willamette.
We always argue over that.
And then and think the wines we make are now good enough to share with you. So they've perfected their science, their craft, and now they feel like it's to a point where they're proud enough to share it.
Is that when my youngest was going to be born, the names we picked out. Mm-hmm. Lake M is one of the most beautiful lakes on this planet. Ask her. It's literally one of the most beautiful lakes you've ever been on. Clean, spring-fed lake. We take our jet skis, we go swimming, we jump off the jet skis, go swimming.
Oh, it was beautiful.
What a wonderful lake.
It was a very small lake. It wasn't polluted because there weren't a whole lot of like watercraft or anything. It was a very private lake.
No subdivisions on it.
Can I have a little bit more of the red?
Yes!
Thank you.
The bottle's heavy.
I know.
It's like lead. It's like old German bottles. Old Deutsch benutzt. Du bist Deutsch benutzt.
Okay, so just to go a little bit more into the eccentricity.
Eccentricity.
Yes. So why 2 dot? So it's the word 2 with the little colon and then the word dot. I thought this was kind of an interesting story.
2 dot.
Okay, so Chris made his first 2 barrels of wine at home in 2004 from Syrah grapes farmed by neighbors and friends in Bennett Valley near Santa Rosa, California. When it came time to bottle, he enlisted the help of his friend Dan. Due to fully sampling, Dan and Chris noticed that the 2 barrels of Syrah were very different. They were the same grape from the same vineyard.
We're talking about this wine.
No, this was a long time ago. Like one of the first batches that they made. One was bold and fruity and delicious, and the other not as much. They needed to be kept separate. Focused on the rhythms of filling and hand corking the bottles, Dan casually pondered, how will we tell which ones are the good ones? Chris was too distracted to answer, so Dan produced a Sharpie and stamped 1 dot on the cork of the bottles from the first barrel and 2 dots on the corks from the second barrel. The success of that original 2 dot barrel has kept us coming back to winemaking every year.
You notice I'm playing September?
Yes! Earth, Wind, and Fire. I played that for my students the other day.
It's September.
And they all knew this song, actually. Yeah. They have cool parents.
It's September.
Yes.
6th graders know this song? This is the Commodore.
Because of their parents. Yeah, I'm sure their parents listen to this. I mean, obviously our parents listen to it, but if you have cool parents, like they were into this kind of groovy music, even though they weren't alive when this song came out.
And all year long, I think about dancing in September.
I know. Well, it specifically says 21st of September, but
well, on the 21st of September, we'll post that.
Okay.
But no, it's a great song. But
lots of fun facts about these wines tonight from very small local growers, local to California, not to us.
I find it very unusual.
This is a really, really good red wine.
I mean, I find like the weight of the bottle reminds me of old German wines. Like,
yeah.
I bought, let me just tell you a little story. In probably 1999, 2000, maybe 2001, There was a French restaurant in Syracuse, New York called 238 Bistro. And I was with my ex-wife and some friends, and I'd made a lot of money. And money was no object. So the waiter came over, and he said because they bought wine at auction.
Oh, okay.
The owners of the restaurant, they bought. I did all of his web work. I did all their web architecture and software. I did everything for them, and we traded. So he owed me like $2,500. So we sat down, and the French cuisine was ridiculously good.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd bring it over, and so the wine list had the private list, and he goes, it's a Riesling from Germany. He goes, it's $400 a bottle. I said, bring one.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the bottle out. That bottle of wine was, I swear to God, this is what it reminds me. It was a heavy bottle like this. It was a heavy. This is like really heavy. The glass of the bottle. It reminded me of that. It was a heavy. The Riesling was literally. It was probably one of the best I've ever had in my entire life. It was. It reminded me of. It was like. I'm trying to think of the. Like,
Soda really doesn't have Rieslings. But for whatever reason, the growers that they partner with, none of them have produced a wine made out of that grape.
This red almost reminds me of whiskey. Like it has that smokiness of whiskey.
Really?
Yeah, you don't get that from Scott
No.
from like Jack Daniels
No.
or Hibiki.
No. That's not. I mean, my brain is just thinking wine, so I'm totally.
She won't drink whiskey. Well, she'll drink.
I'm not a liquor drinker.
She'll drink James and Pepper whiskey with some
just
Dr.
with
Pepper.
some Dr. Pepper, but only like in a small
Like
amount.
once a
and then,
year.
Like I can't. Yeah.
Once a year, I give it to her, and she'll do it.
It doesn't settle very well in my stomach, so.
It is good.
I stick to wine and beer.
But I will say this again. This is unusual. It's worth ordering. Please order it because.
It's now available back when you have to catch it while it's there or before it's gone again. So. Definitely take a look. We'll put the link in our in all the places where we post this video.
If I can get Rumble to work.
Orange wine, sorry, you can't get it because that was just a Scout Circle wine member exclusive, only for this one particular month.
It's good.
It is very good.
It's Orangina.
Yes, like I said, I think I would probably enjoy it more if I had more specific foods.
Would you make a mimosa out of it? With pop?
No.
No.
I only do
Soda.
mimosas. No, I
That's what
know.
we call it up
He's a
north.
northerner. Down here we call it soda. Or Coke. It's just Coke.
You never call it pop?
No, we never called it pop down here. It was always Coke. Or soda.
Our friends up the road call it pop.
Yes, I know.
Because they're from Ohio.
Ohio, yes.
How you doing?
Yes. Shout out to Gail, has a birthday coming up. Happy birthday, Gail.
Happy birthday.
So I think we're going to kind of sign off here for tonight, but
Happy birthday.
Two great wines. Definitely take a look. There are tons more things available. There's all kinds of stuff
Peruse the website.
in the Scout Selections area of the website. There's like cold brew coffee. There's specialty olive oils and vinegars, like balsamic vinegars. There's cheeses, specialty cheeses you can order. All of the different kinds of wines. There's definitely things on there for everyone. You're definitely going to find things that you like. I'm not aware of any sales coming up, but we are getting closer to the holiday season. We always have fantastic deals coming up as we start getting closer.
Is there going to be a Black Friday?
To the holidays. I don't know about a Black Friday deal, but just a little thought. If you are involved in your company's like HR department or something else like that where you coordinate like the company Christmas gift, at Christmas time, wine makes an excellent gift. Please reach out to me and I can help you figure out which ones to order for your company to give as a gift.
Yes. Go on
or your
Facebook.
clients, if you want to give stuff to realtors and like housewarming gifts, all kinds of options.
Go on our Facebook page and send us a message on Facebook through our Facebook page. One of us will respond.
Yes.
We'll see it. If I'm busy, she'll do it. If she's busy, I'll do it during the day, whatever. And we'll definitely get back to you. Happy birthday to my daughter-in-law, by the way. Her birthday's Saturday.
Okay.
She's watching. Happy birthday. You know it. I saw my grandkids last night.
Yes.
They're awesome.
I know they keep getting so big.
Oh my gosh. My granddaughter's 7 and she's almost as tall as her.
Yes. Well, that's not hard to do, so.
Okay, well listen, we're gonna cut it off now, but you know what? This is a great night because these are great wines. Again, I'm gonna rate this. She's not going to. That's a 9. This is a 9.5.
I agree.
That is a 9.5.
I really, really like the red.
I mean, guys, when we say 9.5 in unison, trust us.
Yes.
'Cause
This is definitely something you want to order.
This is goosebumps.
Orange wine is unique. It's fun to try. Not necessarily like my favorite.
It's a
I got to
9.
keep it in rotation.
It's a 9.
Okay.
You probably think it's an 8. It's a 9 in my book, but it's okay. But so we're going to sign off, but we're going to probably see you next week.
Yes, I think
and
so.
we'll figure something out
Yes.
that's even better. So
Okay.
have a good week, everybody. I hope you're all doing good.
All right.
See
Bye.
you later.